Video number 19 about the meaning of the melodic whistling. Welcome everybody. This is the tutorial video 19 on the learning of melodic whistling. In the preceding videos, we have studied many styles of whistling with or without the utilization of the hands. I am coming back here on the meaning of the melodic whistling versus a multitude of ways to whistle, including whistling using 0, 1 or 2 hands with 1 or more fingers, etc. Although they are interesting, many of those whistling techniques have a poor melodic quality. However, saying that means nothing if we do not specify the criteria to assess that quality of being melodic. So, relying on my own experience, I gave some criteria on which one may use to assess the richness of a melodic whistling style. Number 1, the range of pitches, lowest usable to highest usable pitches. Number 2, the capacity to maintain the musical required phrasing, rhythm, length of notes, musical effects, etc. Number 3, the noise level ratio with respect to the whistling level. Too much noise is going to disturb the listener. Number 4, the capacity to produce the whistling for a reasonable period of time sufficient for the interpreted musical piece. For example, most of the whistling techniques to whistle loudly are not designed and suitable for the melodic whistling. In general, these whistling techniques are designed to be performed in a very short amount of time, a few seconds. Many of them only have one pitch or a small range of notes. So it becomes clear that the given criteria are telling us that these techniques are poor in terms of melodic whistling. However, these techniques may be appropriate and suitable for some whistling effects in short parts of a musical piece. So they do not have to be discarded, but they are not covered specifically in my tutorials, which concentrates on melodic whistling style having a relatively high richness as defined by the criteria above. There are also techniques altering the melodic whistling. It is the case for all techniques of tapping or touching, for example, tapping the cheeks while whistling, or move manually the lips while whistling. It is the case also for the harmonica style I have invented and the technique to be humming while whistling. It is important to mention that these whistling alterations may be combined together to produce a unique style associated with a particular artist with a relatively high richness of melodic quality in terms of the given criteria above. I did not cover the tapping or touching the lips whistling techniques in my tutorial. Of course, the melodic richness increases with the abilities of the whistler and the level of practice. One needs a minimal time of practice to master a given whistling style or technique. About the usage of fingers, it would be a mistake to make the conclusion that a whistling sound produced with one or more fingers is automatically poor in terms of the melodic quality. That is certainly false, and one needs really to evaluate seriously with the given criteria to be convinced about the melodic quality. As a counter-example, there are some whistlers using one finger in the mouth to amplify and transform the whistling while keeping a relatively high melodic quality. Let's look and see a small sample on my own. I am hoping that I gave you a clear idea about what is the melodic whistling or musical whistling and all the related alterations of the whistling. That is ending the video number 19. Thank you for the listening of this video. Let's have fun to whistle and let's start the music.